See, this is ordered. These are supposed to be ordered. Still need that. Still need that. Still need that. Roll cage seat. Plate cross member. Check over trans. Feed brakes. Brake lines. I need to start erasing some of these now that I've got them done. Redo my list. So, let me get rid of some of these. They're ordered. Now I can make room for some more stuff. Oh man, it is coming up fast. I just realized, so I got less than 2 months now to get this thing done. And I don't even know if the engine's good, the trans is good. Obviously the rear end's good, but I don't know, a lot of work. And I mostly only get out here on the weekends. I mean, on the weeknights, I'm out here tinkering and stuff, but it seems like I always get out here and I get going and I need a part, and the place I need to go for that part's not open. So I gotta wait till the next day, go on my lunch break. I usually forget to go on my lunch break, so then I'm back here the next night with nothing to do. So, not complaining. Even though it sounds like I'm complaining, no. So mostly I'm just out here on the weekends trying to get stuff done. So that means I've only got like 7, 8 weekends, I don't really know, to get this thing done. And it's gonna come up fast, I know it. So I need to get going. I've also been sick, you can probably hear it in my voice. I got this freaking phlegm and sinus going on right now, so it's hard for me to breathe and talk, so that's making it difficult to make this video. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna get this truck done, and we're gonna be at Zip Tie Drags on January 17th. So, less talking, let's get to work. All right guys, so it's Saturday morning. I'm ready to get to work. I got some exciting news, so let's take a look at those real quick. And boom, got the tires for the S10. Got the ET Street Radial Pro 275/60 R15 for the rear. And then I wasn't really sure on what tires to do on the front. The guys over at Outlaw Race Engines, they recommended this Hoosier because it's a little bit lighter weight, and they're cheaper. So shout out to Outlaw Race Engines in Phoenix, Arizona for having those things in stock ready to go for me. So now I'm just gonna load those up, head over to the tire store to get them mounted and balanced, and then while that's happening, I'll come back here, get the garage kind of cleaned up, because as you can see, it's kind of turned into a mess again. So get the garage cleaned up a little bit, maybe wheel this thing outside because it's a nice day. It's no longer hot here in Arizona. So we're gonna get to work on this S10 and get this thing done. So let's go. That works. And these tires are super light. got everything loaded up. Head over and see if we can find a tire store that will actually mount these. So, and let's see, what else do I need? I think that's about it. So, like I said, I'm gonna run those over to the tire store, see if I can find somewhere that will actually mount them and balance them, and we'll be back. I think this is sideways. Yeah, this is definitely sideways. All right. So, just got done with Dino's Get Down here in Phoenix, and if you guys are familiar with that, it's basically just a huge Chevy C10 Chevy truck show that's basically free, no admittance fee, no discrimination. Any Chevy trucks can show up, except for I think they limit it to like 98 and older. So, but there was a few non-Chevy trucks and some newer Chevy trucks there in the vendor booth, so I don't know, it's kind of open to everything. But yeah, that was this last weekend. Just got done doing that, and I didn't film anything because it was just too crazy. It was too busy. I kind of had to work the event. I work for a company called Switch Suspension. Some of you might be familiar with it. We also had an open house on Saturday, the day after the Get Down. So it was just a crazy busy weekend. I didn't film any of it. So there's a million videos on YouTube of the Get Down. So if you want, you can go check one of those guys out. I did meet one of my subscribers, and I didn't realize it at the time who he was. He just told me that he liked my channel and stuff, and I was like, cool, thanks dude. And then later on I realized who it was, and I don't know his name, but he's Greaser Thoughts Garage on YouTube, so that was kind of cool. I think he was one of the guys that like wanted to set up a race with me with the S10 if I get to zip tie, so that'll be interesting to see if that happens. But yeah, we're just driving to the old tire shop. Sick Mustang. Dude's from Minnesota. Must be a snowbird. This time of year there's a lot of out-of-towners in town because call them snowbirds. Basically people that just live here during the winter. Just getting ready to turn in here. Hopefully Pep Boys will be able to mount and balance these. Seems like some of these tire shops are always real picky about what they work on. They think they're going to be liable or something like that. Plus these front tires are so narrow, I don't know if they'll be able to get the beads to seat on them, so we'll see. Well, that was a fail. They said they couldn't get me in until tomorrow morning at 9. So I don't think she realized that they're just in the bed of my truck, not on my truck, but whatever. So I've been to 3 different shops. 2 of them were Pep Boys. One of them was like an independent repair shop, and neither of them will touch the tires because they're race tires. They can't mount and balance them. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. This is so annoying. My whole life, like for the last 15 years, I've had access to a tire machine. I've never had to rely on someone else to mount or balance my tires. And now I don't have access to a tire machine. It's really frustrating. This is so annoying. Like, I wish they'd just let me use their machine. Oh my gosh, people are so worried about being sued or being reliable, or you know, the reliability and stuff. Gosh, stupid corporate. I need to find like a little independent shop that doesn't give a shit. That won't ruin my wheels, but still. Yeah, the last guy, he's like, oh, these are really nice wheels. Like, I wouldn't be able to do them without damaging. And I'm, what are you doing open then? Like, how are you a business if you can't mount and balance a wheel and tire without damaging it? anyways, I'm just venting. I'm frustrated. This was supposed to be a drop off, get the tires mounted on the balance, get the truck all freaking rolling and on its wheels and tires today, but that may not happen. So I don't know, we'll see. For now, I'm gonna go get some breakfast and some coffee so that I can chill, be in a good mood, and I guess we'll just wait to hear back from a guy I know that has a tire mount and balance machine, see if he'll do them for me today. But other than that, I guess we're just gonna go back home and start working on the truck. So hi. Thank you. Oh yeah. All right, well, we're back home, and no wheels and tires in the truck. Yep, I finally found someone that would mount them and balance them. So I paid out the ass to have it done, I feel like, but it's gonna be done. So now let's get this cleaned up and organized just a little bit so that, oh, excuse me, so I can work in here. I think I'm gonna move that C10 out onto the street, and I might roll this out so that I can work out in the sunshine, enjoy this beautiful day. Even though Roxy's gonna sit in the house and whine the entire time. Huh? You whining? Are you whining? You can't come out here. The garage is open. Hey, you can't come out here. The garage is open. Get in the house. Gonna let that run for a while. You probably noticed when I lifted it up, it was real slow because the tank was low on air. So I'm gonna let the compressors run, fill up the tank. That way they're not running every time that I start it. But you guys have all seen that truck. The very first video I made on this channel was kind of an overview on that truck. But now that it's cooling down, I can actually get out and drive that truck a little bit more. So there might be some more videos with it in it. Like I said earlier, it was the get down and the switch suspension open house and everything, and I had it at the get down by our booth, showing it off and stuff, but didn't really drive it a whole lot. Drove it out there and drove it back, and then I just kind of parked it. Still needs a few things done to it. I got to get the drive line angles a little bit better on it. The tires they might be old. They vibrate a lot. I've had them balanced, but they feel like they've got flat spots in them or something. They might be getting old. And the throttle pedal, the drive-by-wire throttle pedal that I have in there, I've messed with it, and I just can't get it in a good position that's comfortable to drive with. There's just not a lot of room between the brake pedal and the transmission hump. So a few things I still got to tweak on it, and then but I'm just gonna drive it. Just gonna have fun in it. I don't know. Some days it's a love and hate relationship with that truck. Some days I love it. Some days I just want to sell it. So, but anyways, back to the S10. All right, so quick little wardrobe change because I plan on getting dirty. Because today's plan is to get this giant hole that I had to cut out of the cross member to fit the LS plated up. And I've been really putting it off because my big ass isn't gonna fit in this little hole very well. So I gotta get down in there, clean it up with the grinder, make some templates. I've got some 3/16 steel here I'm gonna make some plates out of, and then get that all welded up. So I don't think I'm gonna roll it outside. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to lift it up with the jack and roll it out there. So I think I'm just gonna keep it in the garage like this. Yeah, that sounds good.
Got her all cleaned up.
Man, that sunlight's making it really hard to see. But, alright. Make some templates. Get her patched in. Alright, I got my little makeshift table here. And this plate, a couple templates that I've made so far. Kind of going back and forth between filming with the GoPro and my big camera, wherever it is. It's a lot easier to use the GoPro than it is to use that and set up and everything. So hopefully it's not too big of a difference and it doesn't suck. So I think I'm gonna use the GoPro for the majority of this video. So hopefully it turns out all right. But I'm just gonna trace these out. All right, so I got those two drawn up, get them cut out. I kind of got to get those cut out and welded in, tacked in before I can do that third one. Basically, I'm just boxing in that little area that was cut out. So, all right, let's get these cut out. Oh, stuff. I should have just took the front clip off. All right, so I got those pieces in, all welded up. Still got to do just a little bit of welding around the bottom side, but I'll show you how they turned out. Not bad. I still got to figure out this hole right here. I've got to make it kind of like a channel for the oil pan to kind of sit down in, but that's the only piece I got left. But I got a text saying that my tires are done, so I'm going to let this cool down so that I can make another template for that hole. So while that's cooling down, I'm gonna go grab my wheels and tires. Oh yeah, those look sick. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so pumped now. Seeing the tires on the truck, it's like a vision that I've been just waiting to see, and not knowing if the tire was gonna fit in the rear and all that. I mean, it's close, it is tight. So, all right, I'm gonna show you guys. Are you ready? Oh yeah, look how sick that is. Oh man, that is tight. And I actually cheated a little bit. You can see in there how tight that is to the leaf spring. And honestly, I cheated a little bit. I have like 2 1/2-inch washers behind the wheel because the leaf spring plate does touch the wheel when it's tightened all the way down. All I got to do is like cut the corners off and it will clear. And actually the plates for the traction bars that I'm going to be getting might be smaller too, so that's why I haven't modified those yet, because I'll be changing them out to the Caltrax. But man, oh, that is so awesome. I just can't get over how freaking sick that looks. This brakes in there, in the fronts. Little bouger, big brakes, and that is just sick. I'm hoping that tire is not too tall. I was really wanting a 26, but they only had 27.5. So we'll see. It's sitting a little bit higher right now because obviously there's no engine in it. But let's see if I can. I can't really push it down on it. So, but yeah, I'm loving that. Oh, such a killer combo. Man, now I don't even want to keep working on the truck. I just want to sit here and look at it. Just want to sit here and stare at this thing, but that's not going to get it done. So I'm going to get back to finishing up plating the cross member if I have time. Let's see. I was going to run and go get some bushings to make those lower motor mounts, but that place is closed by now, so I won't be doing that today. So I think I'm just going to finish up plating that cross member, and then see what time it is, see how late it is. That's kind of like the only thing that I really need to get done, because once I get that done, the engine can go in for the last time, and I'm just waiting on a torque converter so I can put the trans in. That should be done any day now, probably on Monday. Today's Saturday, so that should be done Monday, I'm hoping. And then the trans can go in. I don't think I ever showed you guys the trans, did I? Here, let me show you real quick. So this is the trans I picked up. I got it used off of OfferUp, you know, just a classifieds app, but it's a Hughes built transmission. Turbo 400, SFI bell housing, trans brake. It's got the trans brake. Supposed to be like a full race built trans. I'm gonna try and get the numbers off that tag and give it to the guys at Hughes. They're the ones making the torque converter for it, and see if they can kind of tell me some info on it, see what's in it. Supposedly that was a backup trans for a race car, a local guy. It was in a G body, I think. But yeah, that was his backup trans. So it probably was, he said that it was in the car like twice. And after they pulled it out, they had it freshened up for the next season. And then the guy wrecked his car and just sold everything. He got out of racing. and was done. So that's supposed to be fresh inside, no runs on it. I'm gonna pull the pan off and just kind of give it a quick little once over, and then throw it in, and hopefully it's good to go. And then once that's in with the torque converter and everything, I can measure for a drive line, get the drive line built. I'll have to do a drive shaft safety hoop because I'm running slicks. And then what's after that? And then after that, it's wire and fire. I got to do chassis wiring so that all the lights work, ignition, gauges, get the engine wired, get it running. Man, I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to get to work. Oh, that's good. All right, so got the cross member all plated up, welded fully, ready to go. Just gotta go get some paint. I'm all out of black spray paint, so get it painted up and throw this in. Of course. Anyways, like I was saying, get it painted up, be able to get this engine in, but that took way longer than I thought it would, and it's beer o'clock. I don't think I'm gonna get much more done today, but man, look at these tires. Just can't get over it. All right, so yeah, that basically does it for today. Didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but got the tires mounted on the truck. Got to do a little adjusting in the back, but that will come when I get the traction bars. Front's ready to go. Got the cross member all plated up, so now the engine can go in. And actually, I got to make a brake line that goes over to the passenger side under the cross member. Forgot about that. So got to make brake lines, then I can put the engine in, and then we'll get finishing this thing up, get it ready to run and drive. Stoked, can't wait. So like always, subscribe if you haven't excuse me. Like always, subscribe if you haven't already. You know, like this video, give me a comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you think about these wheels and tires. But yeah, see you on the next one.